Good morning, everyone. I'm not quite starting yet. I see Paul has cleared the chat room, so we can. If anybody's out there at the moment, of course I know Paul's out there, but if anybody else is out there, maybe you could just say hello and who you are, and just put it a little note in the chat box, um, and we'll start in about 30 seconds. As soon as the sirens go by. I always love having sirens in the back of our Aid for Aid talk. And I'm hoping that the wind isn't too noisy on the, because I'm outside. But I think at the minute that we hit 9 o'clock, turn my cell phone off. And then we'll start. Good morning, everyone. This is Al Rodee. This is 8 for 8. It's a beautiful day in downtown Halifax, Nova Scotia. And it truly is beautiful. It's not raining. It's not cold. It's not too hot. It's just absolutely amazing. If I get a gust of wind here, there's not much I can do about it. I'm outside in my backyard, which I quite love being in this time of year especially. I want to talk today a little bit about I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I think at some point in our lives we all say to ourselves, and maybe oftentimes to other people, I'm not good enough. Well, I know I do it. Lately, I've been doing it more than I like, and I've been becoming aware of it. And so I'm talking to you about it today, so that perhaps I can help myself overcome this idea of I'm not good enough. So yesterday we were out sailing with friends. We have friends who have a 38-foot catch sailboat, and they have children the same age as Shay, and so there were a whole bunch of families on the boat, and we were sailing over to McNabb's Island, and then we took a sail up the Northwest Arm and looked at all the houses and all the boats, and waved at lots of people. And as I'm going along in the quiet of the sail, and I'm looking at the water, and I see a seal's head pop up, and then we look down and we notice that there are a whole bunch of jellyfish in the water, and there are cormorants and seagulls, and it's just an amazing, even though it was a little bit rainy and dark, it was still an amazing day. I realized that there are billions and billions and billions of life forms all around us all the time. And I'm thinking, at this moment in time, we are sailing over top of what? Lobsters, clams, crabs, fish, maybe, who knows, maybe there's a whale down there. There certainly were seals around. And all of the kind of bits of information, bits of life that are around in everything that we do. For example, I'm out here in the backyard. I'm probably joined by thousands of bugs and worms and billions of organisms in the soil and under the grass and clinging to the trees, and there's a couple of birds' nests around with some babies in, and I've enjoyed watching that. And so when I think about the significance of life, do you think that, for example, a clam worries about whether he's good enough or not? You think about a caterpillar going along, or an inchworm going along. I never know why they call them an inchworm instead of a quarter inch, because they go along about a quarter inch at a time. You think a quarter inch worm thinks, well, I'm not good enough in this moment? In any moment? At any given time? Do you think that worm thinks about that thing? So really, this is like a human trait. Even cats and dogs and monkeys and baboons and more highly evolved animals don't sit around thinking, well, I'm not good enough. They're just happy in the moment. They're just doing their thing in the moment. They're protecting their babies. They're looking for food. They're maintaining survival. They're not worried about whether they're good enough or not. And they're all making a contribution. We know that because when we see all those jellyfish, for example, we have a reaction to them. It might be, ooh, yuck, got jellyfish. Or it might be, oh, cool, look at all the jellyfish. Your reaction is your reaction. But the fact is that jellyfish in that moment made a contribution to your life. And I'm here to tell you that in every moment of your life, whether you feel good about it or not, you're making a contribution. You're here doing exactly what you need to do at this moment in time in exactly the right way. And so when we sit around and beat ourselves up about, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I can't do that, we create a self-fulfilling prophecy that becomes true. And so we can change that. We know through the work of Masaru Emoto, for example, that if you love water, that the water becomes strong and beautiful. And if you send water anger or self-loathing or hate, the water becomes confused and dark. Well, we're 70% water or more. When we're children, we're 76% water, and children get those messages over and over and over that parents put on themselves, whether it's actually said outward or whether it's, just kind of implied to the children that you're not good enough. And so we have to start with ourselves, love ourselves to the point of spilling over. You are good enough. You are perfect in this moment, at this time. You don't make mistakes. Things happen because they need to happen. They are preordained, perhaps. We don't really know. But God streams perfect information to us 24/7. And all we have to do is tune into that. So the next time you think, well, I'm not good enough, or I didn't do that very well, or I'm such a bad parent. I've had a few people in Tuesday Night Group lately who have been working on parenting skills. Well, just love yourself. If you love yourself, you will love your children more. And as you love your children more, your children will feel loved because you love yourself. It has to start with you. So let's tap on the karate chop point and say, even though I'm not good enough, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I think I'm not good enough at times, I love and forgive myself deeply and completely. Even though there are times when I feel that I'm not good enough, I choose to let that go. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. Top of the head. I'm not good enough. Yes, I am. Sometimes I feel that I'm not good enough. I am as perfect as a lobster in the ocean. I contribute in the way that I'm meant to contribute. Sometimes I think I'm not good enough. Oh well. It's just a construct of my imagination. I was put here to contribute, and contribute I will, whether I think I'm doing it or not. Under the eye, sometimes I think I'm not good enough. Oh well. I can change that. I can love myself a little more. I can say, oh, isn't that interesting? I think I'm not good enough. Oh, isn't that interesting? I think I'm not good enough. Is that what God wants for me? Oh, isn't that interesting? I think I'm not good enough. I wonder who taught me that one. I forgive whoever that was. And I recognize the error of it. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. I love and accept myself, my loved ones, all sentient beings, all my children, all the animals in the world, even the jellyfish and the slugs. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. I mention slugs because there's slugs in the garden back here. And sometimes I'm frustrated with slugs. Oh well, I love and accept the slug. Have a wonderful day. This is Al Rody. This is 8 for 8. This was kind of fun. I said to Paul this morning at quarter to 8, all of a sudden I don't know, have a clue what I'm going to talk about this morning. And he said, well, you'll probably get it while you're in the shower. And sure enough, it came to me while I was in the shower. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. This is Al Rody. This is 8 for 8. Please join us. Please bring a new person to 8 for 8. I'd love to have some new people come on and feel free to email me. So a couple of people have emailed me and said thanks, or just let me know that they're listening, and I really appreciate that feedback. So have a great week. Stay closer to spirit. Work less and accomplish more. I love you. This is Al. Take care. Bye.